lovely she is.
I don't think so, when I look at you.
Natasha, come. Oh.
Did you enjoy it? Thank you.
You're enchanting. From the moment I saw you, I never ceased worshipping you.
I do hope you don't think us too informal, Count.
Oh, Countess. Well...
I'm madly in love with you.
Yeah, we must leave.
My dear, we can't go now.
It was like one big heart, palpitating with emotion. His Majesty the King was so moved that tears were streaming down his face. My clothes, please. I can't, you know I can't.
Dearest Natasha, my fate has been sealed, to be loved by you or die. I know your parents won't give you to me for secret reasons I will reveal only to you. But if you love me, you need only say the word yes, and no human power can hinder us. Anatole.
You're back. How was your evening? Did you amuse yourself?
Yes. I made excuses for you. I was worried about you. How's your headache? Better?
Sonia, you read that letter?
Yes.
I'm glad you read it. I couldn't keep it from you any longer. You know we love one another.
But Anatole Karagan.
Sonia, if only you knew how happy I am.
And Andre?
You don't know what love is.
Then are you refusing Andre?
You don't understand anything. Don't talk nonsense. Listen.
How is it that you loved a man for so many months and suddenly... Why? You've only seen Anatole 3 times.
Seems to me I've never loved anyone before. I know it's hard to understand. I've heard it's happened that way. You must have too. But it's only now I feel such love. As soon as I saw him, I felt he was my master and I his slave, and I couldn't help loving him. Yes, his slave. Whatever he commands, I must do. What can I do, Sonia? What can I do?
If he loves you, why doesn't he come honestly to the house, to your father? Ask for your engagement to Andre to be broken off. What's the reason for all this secrecy?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever his reasons, they are good ones. I told you I have no will. I love him.
Then I won't let it come to that. I shall tell.
Sonia, what do you mean? You wouldn't tell anyone. Don't torture me. I can't live without him.
Natasha, what are you saying? Think about your father and Nicholas.
I don't love anyone but him. Go, Sonia. I don't want to quarrel with you. Go away!
Anatole, where do you mean to take her? Her family will find out about that girl in Poland you have to marry. If you're caught, it will mean jail.
It'll be worth it. Even if it is for 1 month, 1 week, with that girl. There are some things in life it's impossible not to have.
The driver you sent for, Prince.
Mulligan, go in. Have a drink. You've got to drive far and fast.
Call Matreva and tell her to bring the cloak I gave her.
Gypsy girl again, sir.
An elopement.
Oh, I like a job like that. Youth, romance, excitement.
There is a priest of a sort waiting for us at Tever. Run down anyone who tries to stop you.
There's a man for you.
You want me?
Now, you take this. Listen to me. I know something about this game. You find the girl shivering with fright and having forgotten everything. You wrap her up, or the minute she gets into the cold night air, there will be a stampede back to the house for furs. Papa awakened, Mama screaming, tears, recriminations, challenges, etc., etc. Always keep a young bird warm, my boy. Now, up with the collar, and whoosh! Yes!
But my coat.
I will get you another one someday.
But when?
Someday. I'll take lessons.
Now, comrade and friend of my youth, we've had our fling, we lived and reveled, you know? Now, lads, farewell.
To your health. To your health.
How sad it is.
Sure. Let's go.
Anatole, I still think you shouldn't do it.
So do I.
Sonia! Sonia!
No, I won't open it. And I've sent for Pierre.
Sonia! I'll hate you forever for this. Open the door.
No, I won't open it.
What's the matter with you?
Your sister is not famous for keeping quiet about things. Things that are good subjects for gossip.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I know all about the money you had to send to Poland and why.
It's not true.
You must leave Moscow. You must never breathe a word of this to anyone. You must understand that besides your pleasure, there's such a thing as other people's happiness. You're willing to ruin a whole life for the sake of your own amusement. You amuse yourself with women of your own rotten breed. They're armed against you with the same experience.
As a man of honor, you can't talk to me that way.
Is it satisfaction you want?
Yes?
I take it back. I take it back. I beg your forgiveness. Drive this gentleman wherever he wants to go. He's gone.
She's in her room.
What are you doing here?
I came to stop you.
Nothing is going to stop me from going to him.
You plan to tell Andre when you see him next time.
I'm never going to see Andre again. I wrote to him yesterday telling him everything.
Did you? He's not good enough for you, is he? No, you've got to go crawling after a gambler, a liar, the most notorious woman chaser in Moscow.
I'm going to him. I tell you, I'm going to marry him.
Whatever he's told you, he's lying. He's married already.
It isn't true.
Look at me, Natasha. Could I purposely deceive you?
The rumor's all over Moscow.
But who? Who could have started it?
And now Prince Andre has sent back all her letters.
That's bad. I am sorry.
She's been quite ill. Hardly ever leaves her room. But when she knew you were coming, she insisted upon getting up. She's dressed now and is waiting for you. Now, mind, don't tell her everything. One hasn't the heart to scold her. She's so much to be pitied.
I hear he's in Moscow now. Ask him to forgive me.
Yes, I will tell him, but Natasha...
Oh, I know that can never be. All is over. Only I'm so tormented by the wrong I've done him. Tell him I beg him to forgive. Forgive me for everything.
I will tell him everything. But one thing I beg of you, remember I'm your friend. If you want help, advice, or simply to open your heart to someone, not now, but when your mind is clear, think of me. I shall be happy if it's in my power.
Don't speak to me like that. I'm not worth it.
Oh, don't talk like that. You have your whole life ahead of you.
Ahead of me, no. All is over. All is lost.
Nonsense, Natasha. Natasha, listen to me. Look, if I were not myself, but the handsomest, cleverest, best man in the world, and if I were free, I would not hesitate for one moment to ask on my knees for your hand and your love.
Ah, it's not cold, Mishka?
That's a matter of opinion, Your Excellency. I think it must be well below zero.
Wonderful.
Where to now, sir?
Well, I don't know, Mishka.
Are you looking at the comet, sir?
Yes.
They say it means bad. They say it means war and famine and plague. All sorts of woes.
Nonsense. That comet's beautiful. Life is beautiful. Go, Mishka.
Where to? The club?
No.
Home?
No, go. Just go, Mishka.
If Your Majesty wishes to avoid shedding our people's blood for a mere misunderstanding and consents to the withdrawal of Your Majesty's troops, I, on my side, will forget what has happened and agreement between us will be possible. Otherwise, Your Majesty, I shall be forced to repel an aggression that has been totally unprovoked by me. The decision whether to preserve humanity from the disasters of another war lies in Your Majesty's hands. I am, etc., Alexander. So, this letter is very polite, very eloquent, and it is full of the most fraternal expressions of devotion and love from your master, the Tsar. Sentiments which I assure you are reciprocated by me. However, in essence, Colonel Volkonsky, what would you say this letter in my hand expresses? It is not for me, sire, as a mere messenger to express the wishes of His Imperial Majesty the Tsar.
Come, come, my dear fellow. You must have an opinion of your own. What? Where? Where have we met before? Your face is familiar to me.
On the field at Austerlitz, sire.
Austerlitz. Yes, I do remember. You were lying with a banner in your hand.
Yes, sire.
I thought you were dead. Well, here you are again. I'm glad to see you. Now, Colonel, this letter, what do you think it represents?
I think it can only represent, sire, the sincere wish of His Majesty the Tsar to avoid war and to prevent the shedding of both Russian and French blood.
A praiseworthy aim, and one in which I completely concur. However, what else? What else would you say was in this letter?
Since you press me, sire, for a personal opinion, I would say that it contained a request for the withdrawal of Your Majesty's troops from the frontiers of our country.
A personal opinion? Ah, so that's how the Tsar told his messenger to put it. You personally say withdrawal, do you? Say retreat! I'm a soldier and I use soldiers' words. I am not a fool. I've been asked to put my head into a noose while my enemies are conspiring against me.
Sire, it is not a personal opinion of mine when I say that the Tsar is not Your Majesty's enemy and that he is not conspiring against you. If you read his letter carefully...
I will read the letter more carefully and send the Tsar my answer later. Good night to you, Colonel. Gentlemen, tomorrow at dawn we cross the Niemen into Russia. We'll talk of peace in Moscow.
And on the 12th of June, 1812, Napoleon Bonaparte, at the head of an army of 200,000 men, crossed the river Niemen into Russia. To combat this aggressive invasion of their homeland, the Russian peasant chose to welcome the French with nothing more than a destroyed storehouse, a widely desolated land.
Looting, burning. As soon as Napoleon approaches a village, the peasants and serfs run off with their carts and horses and grain. What they can't take away with them, they burn or slaughter. If we don't put a stop to it somewhere, we're going to leave behind us a desert, a scorched earth.
We must fight. The army demands it, the Tsar demands it,